Pure coffee. Buon Thuot DAKLAK, Vietnam, providing clean ground coffee, delicious, pure grind ready packaging, packaged roasted whole bean or spot. Get coffee processed at the request of customers. Table, nationwide delivery. Contact us for prices and the best incentive programs. Win coffee. Traditional coffee roasters, coffee for public health. Address: TDP02 Phuoc Town, Krong Pak, DAKLAK Province, Vietnam. Contact phone 0126.279.5986. Website: http://www.nuenchatcafe.com. Selected and meticulously screened from the best quality coffee in DAKLAK, Highlands region, famous for its coffee brand Buon Thuot. With the process completely clean. Do not use any other products during the processing stages of production, ensuring the product will bring satisfaction to our customers. Moreover, the coffee beans are roasted. Beauty and quality assurance, safety and hygiene. You'll be perceived and immersed in the strong sense of pure caffeine content is kept completely in each bean. We specialize in wholesale and retail provider of clean coffee powder, pure grind ready packaging. Packaged roasted whole grain or whole grain roasted on the spot depending on the needs of the customer. The customer satisfaction delicious is our motivation. Clean, pure and safe for health. Born and raised in the Central Highlands, DAKLAK, famous for its coffee brand in Buon Thuot, is one of the things believers drink. Enchanting people, coffee flavor of Buon Thuot. Since I knew the coffee so far, has been nearly 20 years. Enjoy the numerous different types of coffee. From tea houses, affordable to small and big shops on banh mi coffee lands, each shop has a different taste of coffee. Bring a touch of their own. Do not assume any similar shop. However, over a period of research on how to produce coffee powder with the startling new coffee directly affects our health every day. For profit. But the coffee roaster facility defied to launch coffee products. Toxic coffee use of hazardous chemicals. The state of the use of additives, toxic food coloring floats is very popular today. The production facilities, coffee powder processing commonly used additives, industrial dyes to give in to coffee. The most feared of color additive industry because it contains a lot of impurities, heavy metals like mercury, lead, arsenic. If long-term used, the toxins will kill the gradual accumulation of body-worn and they are likely to cause cancer, particularly antibiotic chloramphenicol. If not properly done is not simple drug resistance but also toxic to the liver and bone marrow, renal affected. Sodium cyclamate sweeteners with sugars 50 times sweeter than cane sugar normal. Prohibited use in food because it may cause cancer to the user, may cause Down syndrome, effect on pregnant women. In mice, it was found that the rhode cyclamate also cause high blood pressure and testicular atrophy. Coffee is not pure. All establishments roasted, ground coffee, all are used instead of corn or soybeans, but soybeans are mostly used as cheap. They are also the basis of creativity to the powder and mixed with sawdust on coffee. A very dangerous thing for consumers. When coffee production, all, if not for the flavor to soy, cornstarch will absorb all organic coffee crystals. Also commonly used foaming agent is sodium lauryl sulfate, kind as dishwater, shampoo. And the color is mostly industrial categories. The price is very cheap, but the colors and durable. Sodium lauryl sulfate foaming agent used in industry only, not used for food because it is toxic and may cause cancer. Similarly, comparator substance CMC, carboxymethylcellulose, if industry types also contain impurities, heavy metals as infertility and cancer risk. Coffee powder production point out not too many reasons as there are many more reasons affect our health but probably would like to point out to a lot of time. We always love the delicious taste is distilled from the essence of pure coffee beans. But because of these reasons that made us did not know I had been enjoying a cup of coffee or not true. Believers are one of coffee. You like to be enjoying your cup of coffee and safety for true meaning daily health. Consumers are drinking coffee brewed according luck because there is nothing to distinguish the real and phony items. The fact that everything can happen, you dare to make a cup of coffee you drink every day is to ensure clean, do not use toxic chemicals to health and safety. If your answer is, I am not sure, as fan your health is seriously threatened. It is not immediately affected, but damage every day, every single day. These toxins can influence directly from the coffee cup you use every day, such as refined coffee labels, mostly synthetic flavoring, is characterized high level of intensity should only be used for low volume, soy or burnt popcorn. Normally burning foods are dangerous, especially when fat-containing foods are cooked at high temperature. Roasting will produce compounds capable of causing cancer. In soybeans and corn contain large amounts of fat, so black colorings. Caramel at the production facilities mainly cafe cook from molasses, which is not used directly for whom cattle feed or microbial culture. Bittering substances. The base can use the drug quinine. The malaria medicine is bitter, has a bitter taste. If the coffee is very strong, right, moderate drinkers still caffeine to feel irritated like real coffee. This substance greatly affects the heart, kidneys, especially pregnant women. Substance create match. Currently people tend to use CMC, carboxymethylcellulose, to match the cafe because it was additives used in food and industry, can be hazardous due to the high level of impurities. Sweeteners. Now it is mainly used. Cyclamate saccharin is kind of sweetener is prohibited to use due to its ability to cause cancer. Foaming agents. Consumers generally prefer cup of coffee with a layer of foam. 2. Enchant God. Many establishments have used the surfactant or detergent to foam. Sodium lauryl sulfates. Usually sodium lauryl ether sulfate, or these substances are likely to cause skin irritation, mucosal lesions. Please do not emphasize too cheap, but please pay attention to your health first. Do not leave until the incident broke the new back fear. We must know the wise choice, demanding a safe food supply and accept a reasonable payment for their health needs. Also because of interest in their own health, I had to dig around, learn to make your own coffee roaster. The first is to learn to roasting and grinding pure coffee to enjoy himself at home. Starting Robusta coffee roasting tradition, but if you simply do not Robusta coffee with his taste, as well as the indigenous people of this place, through countless trials, a mix of different types of coffee, to find out, integrated into a coffee powder like the best, we can say that is the brainchild very meaningful. I used to enjoy every day, as well as invite friends, relatives and loved ones to share, enjoy and comment to me more and more complete for his spirit children, especially the natural flavor purity of pure coffee. And then think, why not introduce their products to consumers, so while they can earn extra income for their families, while ensuring that consumers experience a delicious coffee powder, clean, pure, and more specifically it is safe for health every day. So today I venture to introduce your product to the family coffee we produce. Hope you will reach out and from there to receive us with advice, comments, sincere, open-minded, so that we increasingly improve ourselves further. We introduce our products, and the final decision is yours. Between the colorful world, let yourself choose. Enjoy pure and coffee. Coffee. Find the traditional goo. What is pure coffee? Maybe you think this question is ridiculous. To children can also be answered. Accuracy. Because pure coffee is simply roasted coffee beans, then grinding and finally to enjoy the preparation, that is pure coffee. However, adding one more question. You have been enjoying a glass of pure coffee yet? This question I can confirm. 10 respondents. It is doubtful that there are more than 01 people claiming to be. Then drink. Because if you want to enjoy pure coffee, is the simplest way for you to buy coffee beans, roasted, milled out, the preparation and enjoyment. However, this is very difficult for people to do, because in today's modern life, with the vibrant rhythm of life along with the time, the fund closed, busy, the worries of life, work pressure, business ideas, business should trend, many of which are coffee shops, because coffee is the drink is indispensable in the daily life of the majority of Vietnamese people. What can be sure you drink coffee in the coffee shop is pure. The majority of Vietnamese coffee, very odd. There are many gourmet coffee. Accordingly, the coffee standard to black as black as possible, be strong scent, passionate. Drink coffee they must increasingly bitter as possible. Coffee must be matched water, viscous. Drinking black coffee, the coffee must stick spoon, clinging to the cup. Coffee must have foam as much as tasty. Some even have a cup of coffee taste whipped up as foam soap, the stylish new call. Because of the need for cool without little, coffee manufacturers have turned him into the chemical, researched, processed and produced coffee products to satisfy the maximum demand riddle. Such is a law of supply and demand. The market, with demand, there will be a supply. People need to drink black coffee, specialty, comparable, foam, fragrant. Producer as coffee roasters do not pure, they will become more and more profits. The law of supply and demand, which both parties are satisfied, so there is no reason why it does not exist and develop. The very law of supply and demand, which has pushed the coffee culture of the Vietnamese developed a serious deviations, has formed the habit is very difficult to modify. It is often said, the future is always development than the past, which is the rule of course, but the taste of coffee from Vietnam is quite the opposite. We need to find the identity of the traditional coffee of the old days. It was pure coffee. You imagine the average Vietnamese coffee consumption of 1.15 kilograms per year, with people daily drinking 3 to 5 cups of coffee. If recognition is instant coffee drink, what about coffee like no what is important at all? But in the long run it will affect how health, especially the coffee, contains many toxic chemicals. The old adage of full nest ants have long forgiven, rain-soaked long, just as the harmful effects of coffee toxic chemicals will affect the daily health of each of us. While science has proven pure coffee has many health benefits, why are we affecting coffee is not good for your health? And finally, we should choose for themselves what kind of coffee. That is a question to each of us on their own reflection. Then choose and decide what is best for the health of themselves. Coffee pure, Buon Thuot, Twin coffee, Buon Thuot, DAKLAK coffee, Win Coffee, Vietnam.